Hi guys, thanks for watching Food with Len. Today I'm going to do a basic ham and cheese omelet, and I've also got some red pepper left over from something else I did, so I'm going to put the red pepper in there as well. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and just get my pan on medium, get that going, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of butter, not a whole lot, about like so, and also some extra virgin olive oil so that the butter doesn't really burn or anything. So I'm doing my pan to medium. I'm not going real high with this because you don't want to burn the eggs. What I've got here is some cheddar cheese that I've just shredded. I've got some ham that I just diced up. I've got 2 eggs, and I mentioned before I've got had this leftover red pepper from another recipe, and I didn't want it to go to waste. You don't really have to have the red pepper, but for me it adds a nice little crunch and a little flavor to it. So let's get started with our eggs. We're just going to put 2 eggs in a bowl, like so, and then I'm going to add a splash of milk to that. You don't have to add the milk. Some do, some don't, but I like to add the milk. It helps to lighten it up a little bit, make it a little more fluffy. So I'm just going with a splash here, maybe a teaspoon, not a whole lot. And then you put a little salt and pepper in there. A nice little grind of salt, some pepper, like so. Now, a lot of people mix this up with a whisk and a fork because you're supposed to get air in it. I don't want to use my fork because I'm going to use my fork to eat it, and my whisk is in the shop. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this hand mixer. Should do really well at getting some air in there. So let me just get this started. Because you want nice, airy eggs, why not let this do the heavy lifting for you? Just my opinion on that. Plus, it's pretty much almost done. But I'm just going to keep going a little while, get a little more air in there. Alright, and that's all there is to it. So from here, just put that away, and I'm going to move my cooktop into position here. Now, interesting scenario, a lot of you know that I live on a boat, and the boat is not level, and not only is it not level, from time to time I get waves. So, as you can see, all my oil is going to the back of the pan here, so I'm going to have to just kind of zhuzh it around a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my egg mixture now, and I'm just going to pour it into my pan, like so. Voila. Now at this point we're just waiting for the sides to start looking a little cooked. And I probably could have used a little less oil, I think. But such is life. This is how it goes. Get my spatula out. And we're just going to let that go on medium for a while until the edges get nice and firmed up. They're looking like they're starting to. Actually, probably going to turn this down a little bit. So we don't want it to cook too quick. So now you just let it go for a couple of 3 minutes and watch and see what happens. Really easy to do. You can put almost anything in an omelet. The most classic is just eggs and cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and add my red peppers now because they're raw. What you're looking for is you're looking for these, this to be almost set. The eggs, that is. Okay. Now, once again, the red peppers are completely optional. I just had a half a red pepper left over. I didn't use anywhere near half. I just used like a few ribbons of it that I sliced into real thin pieces. So let's see what we got. We still have a little bit of firmness up there. So I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit more. I turned it off, and this cooktop, once you turn it off, it's like gas. There's just no heat left, so the only heat you have is residual from the pan. So at this point, I'm just going to check the sides of my eggs here. See what I got. stickage. It is a non-stick pan, so it shouldn't stick at all. And I'm going to just, yeah, there we go. It's not sticking now, so it's good and pliable. So back to medium, and I put these in a little early so that they could heat up a little bit better. Alright, I'm going to let this cook for a minute and I'll get right back to you. Alright, my eggs are just about set up, so now it's time for me to go ahead and add my ham and my cheese. I just took regular like dinner ham and diced it up real fine, like so. And don't want to really overload it too much, but we're going to give it some like that. I put my ham on one side, and I'm going to put my cheese on this side right here, on the other side. I got a lot of cheese here. You don't have to use as much, or you can use more. Just, you know, make it to your own liking. And if you make it wrong, just make it again. And sooner or later, you'll get the hang of it. So, now the tricky part. And I'm gonna pause that because you don't need to hear all that beep, beep, beep. Alright, so now we just get under one side like so, and give it a good flip. And there you go. Look at that. And now it's flipped over, and it's nice and ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my plate, and we're going to cut into it. So let me just move this back out of the way. Get my plate here where we can see everything. And it's just a matter of just flipping it off onto the plate. Well, how easy was that? And look at that. A perfect fluffy omelet. Ham and cheese. Let me get right up in here so you can see that. Okay. Now let's give it a taste. Look at that. Can you see the ham, the cheese, the little red peppers going on there? I'll stuff myself on camera here. So I'm going to go with that. Really good, guys. Well, I hope you try this. If you do, please leave a comment. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will catch you in the next video.